Hello viewers, welcome to my channel. I am Sanmitra Bhomik and today we are going to talk about the decay circuit or the discharging circuit in RC circuits. In the previous lecture we have spoken about the basics of RC circuit and also the charging RC circuit. And let's begin our topic today. Now we have a capacitor which is initially charged or pre-charged at voltage Vc. Now we have a resistor R. Now what is happening here? This charged capacitor, the capacitor will try to discharge its charge. Now what will happen if there was no resistor? The capacitor will discharge all its charge at once, and as we had already discussed, if the resistance is 0, then the current will be very high, the rate of discharge will be very high, and therefore the circuit may burn. So we are connecting a resistor, and now let's see how will the discharge happen. See, voltage across the capacitor is Vc and current across voltage across the resistor is Vr, and the current in the circuit is Vi. Now let's see what is happening here. Now let me do some maths here. Here we have the capacitor, that is C, it is R. Now we are assuming the voltage across the capacitor, that is Vc, and voltage across the resistor, that is Vr. Now according to KVL we can write Vc is equal to Vr. Very simple, KVL. Vc, that is equal to Vr, both are in parallel, and let's say current I is flowing. See, Vc I can write Q by C. Q by C. Vc we can write Q by C, and Vr we can write I into R. Now see, this current will be decreasing because the charge, what is happening is that this charge is actually decreasing. The current is flowing from the positive terminal, it is not charging the capacitor. See, as the current charges the capacitor, what happens? The current is flowing into the positive terminal, as in the case with RC circuit, charging RC circuit in the previous case. But here what is happening? Here what is exactly happening here? That is, the current is actually leaving the positive terminal, so it is actually the charge is decreasing. So I have to write here I is equal to minus dq by dt. Minus, this minus sign will come because the rate of decrement of charge is represented by I. So q by c is equal to minus of dq by dt into R. I think this much of board work is enough so that you can get the feel. Now exactly the same thing I have done here. Vr is equal to Vc and minus of dq by dt is equal to minus 1 by Rc into q. Now let's integrate it. At t is equal to 0, I am assuming that at t is equal to 0, I am assuming the capacitor has a charge of q naught, that is the initial charge. Now let's see, t is equal to 0, it is q naught, and t is equal to t, the instantaneous charge is q. I have taken out minus r by c common, 1 by rc common. See, q by q naught, that I have written directly ln q by q naught. How have I done that? Let me show you. There should not be any doubt. Ln q naught into q. So I can write ln q. See, 1 by q is ln q. Integration. Ln q minus ln q naught. A minus b, that is ln of a minus ln of b, ln of a by b. So ln of q by q naught. So that is the thing. Minus t by rc. Integration of 0 to t, that is t. I don't need to explain this. Now both sides we are taking e to the power ln of something, that is that's something. So q by q naught, that is e to the power minus t by rc. So q is equal to q naught into e to the power minus t by rc. Now similarly we want to find the v. So q is equal to cv. So Q CV C into VC, that is C into V e to the power minus T by RC. What is V? V is the initial charge, or you can write it V naught also. So Vc is equal to V naught e to the power minus t by Rc. Now if I try to plot the curve, how will it come? V is equal to V naught e to the power minus t by Rc, e to the power minus x curve. This is say V and this is say t. Now at t is equal to 0, just mathematically at t is equal to 0, we will get the initial voltage, that is V naught, that is due to the charge something. Now it is decaying in this fashion, e to the power minus t by Rc, like this. See, e to the power x curve is like this, e to the power minus x is like this, exactly this second one, e to the power minus x. Okay. If you have problem in drawing curve, that is exponential curve and all, please leave in the comment section. I will be making a separate video on that, how to draw the curves. Okay, now this is the thing, and this is the constant voltage line V naught. Now just understand one thing here. What is now let's see, this is the curve. Now let's draw the current also. Current, how will the current come out to be? Current is 1 by Rc q naught e to the power minus t by Rc. Just see here only. See, dq by dt. dq by dt is, that is current, dq by dt and the minus 1. So 1 by Rc into q. 1 by Rc into q. So since I had taken minus dq by dt as current, I will take it as plus. Okay. Now 1 by Rc q naught e to the power minus t by Rc. So V by R is equal to minus, see, q naught into e to the power minus Rc. What is q? Q naught. What is q naught? Q naught is equal to C into V, or C into V naught, I can write V naught, divided by Rc, So now 1 by Rc, q naught by Rc, so it will be V naught by R, that is the initial current. So it will be V naught by R, and the current will slowly start decreasing. Since the charge is decreasing, so the rate of charge will also decrease, rate of flow of charge. Okay. Now let me explain a few points. What is time constant? What is the time constant in this case? Time constant will be, say, it is V naught e to the power minus t by Rc. At t is equal to Rc, what will happen? V will be V naught e to the power minus 1, that is 0.37% of, or 0.37, roughly 0.37 of V naught. So at t is equal to say Rc, this will be 0.37% of maximum V, or V naught. So the time taken for the circuit to discharge to 37% of the maximum voltage, or the initial voltage, that is defined as the time constant. Now in the growth circuit also, let me go back to the growth circuit once, the curve of the growth circuit. I forgot to explain one thing there, let me say it here. What is the significance of time constant? Let's say, suppose in one circuit I have Rc is, say Rc is 20, Rc is 20, some units, appropriate units, and then the other circuit Rc is say R1C1, say R2C2, R2C2 is 30. So what is the significance? Or say this is tau 1, this is tau 2. So clearly tau 2 is greater than tau 1. If the time constant is larger, it will take longer time to settle. This blue is tau, say tau 2, this black is say tau 1. If it is having larger time constant, it will take longer time to settle. Just see, we are reducing, see, we have a time constant, say circuit, that is Rc. We are reducing this R. we are reducing this R. At first R is very high. So initial current will only be very high, so it will slowly increase the charge. Then slowly we are decreasing the charge. Then let's say through the black line. Now R is very less, so initial current is very high. Suppose there is no R. Suppose R is equal to 0. Now what will happen? If R is equal to 0, then it will increase and it will follow E. So there is an impulsive. There is a kind of impulse at t is equal to 0. So the voltage jumps to E. This is the capacitor voltage. This is happening in a very short time. So the current is very large, and therefore the wires can get burnt. So that is the significance of T. So I can say this is red, this is say T1. I can say this one as T2. I can say this black one as T3. I can say this one as T4, and the green one as T5, and T5 is equal to 0. So it is going in the decreasing order, this side. So that was the significance of time constant, and the same thing we can conclude here also. Here also we can conclude the same thing. If the time constant is larger, it will take greater time to decay. It will take very large time to decay. If there is no time constant, I mean it is very less, if RC is very less, then it will decay faster. So that's all for today. Thank you for your patient hearing, and if you like our content and if you find this video useful, then please subscribe to our channel and please hit the bell icon. Thank you.